There's probably going to be a lot of people crying and whining today, but that's okay. That's okay. I see. This is what happens when you follow someone's personal life like a stalker. You just get mad. Don't do it. Like I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you don't want to see me smiling, laughing, having a good time, I wouldn't recommend watching my life. If you want to be miserable and you want to be angry, keep doing what you're doing somewhere else and you'll be better off. I warn them. I'm a good friend. I'm sorry. I don't want to start today off trolling people. Yeah, Patrick says, Scott's recording was so cringe. Oh, buddy, I got sent the Discord clips. Boy, were they triggered into a goddamn forest fire. I will say this, Doom is an honest reporter. Doom clipped the thing. This is why, guys, I told you, don't wrap yourself up in my life. Don't make my life your life. Don't live vicariously through me if you hate me. If you like me, you'll smile a lot. You'll laugh. You'll have fun. If you hate me, it's just going to be like, you're going to get your hopes up really big, and then you're going to get fan fiction in your head, and then it's all going to fall apart like it did last night for you. Literally all I did was go to the gym. Literally all I did was exercise and box and do my thing. And I triggered the out of people. I mean, steel toe, it was full-blown AIDS. It was Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome. Now, this is where Doom has to admit that maybe he's on the wrong side of the history and he's backing the wrong people. Your people that run that Discord, Doom, they were saying, listen to this. Talk about honesty. I always tell you guys, I tell it to you straight. People who don't like steel toe, they're the dishonest ones. They don't like when I point that out. But in their Discord last night, they were advocating, hey, nobody clipped Scott saying really nice things about Aaron. And they were dead serious about it, too. Nobody clipped Scott saying nice things about Aaron. Only clipped the bad stuff. Boom. That's the ultimate win for the toe. That's the nuke. It's over, Johnny. Aaron says, do whatever you want. Follow whatever you want. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to cause yourself mental anguish. And what happened yesterday? I was right. You caused yourself mental anguish. I'm sorry you got hurt, but it's not my fault. All I did was go to the gym and get some exercise. Oh, I went to the gym and got some exercise. That's why you're mad. You can do it too, one foot in front of the other. You're going to have to do this really scary thing, though. You're going to have to open the door and go outside. It's not that bad. There's no sandworms. All your friends on Discord have been lying to you. But that's very dishonest, I got to say. Pretty dishonest of the Patrick crowd and all the Moody crowd and all them. Don't clip the nice things they said about Aaron, please. It'll ruin my illusion. Doom, you got to admit, your boy was right. Your boy told the truth. And all of your people lied. It's almost like I had you by the balls all along. All right, that's all I want to do. I don't want to be braggy guy or anything like that. I already set these people off. They're insane. They're talking about going out. We have to go after Scott. We have to go after his gym. You can't do shit. Stop it. You lost. Lose like a man. Grow up, kiddo. Don't make me be your daddy again. Win like a man. Lose like a man. This is God telling you, do something else. Be more productive. Don't be so sad. Are you going to heed the call? Or are you going to dig yourself deeper? Put down the shovel, son. Walk away. Yeah, see, Doghouse Riley triggered. Poor Scott, can't believe you brought him into this. These aren't 13-year-old boys. These are allegedly grown men. They're like, Scott asked for this. You brought him into. Brought him into what? You guys send in a couple emails and phone calls. Guys, you've done your worst. You've unloaded the mag, and we went like this. Back to work. And I know, look, man, you can admit defeat now. Or you can just go, you brought him into this air, and it's fair game. He asked for it. Did he? You started the whole thing. You started the whole thing, and now you're going, he asked for it. You don't understand because you stay in an echo chamber. This sounds like a tantrum. Do we need to put you in the corner? Sorry. Okay, that's enough. I can be a dick. I can be gloaty. I deserve it because I kicked the shit out of these people. They'll never admit it. In fact, what do? They go, nobody clipped the good stuff. Nobody clipped the good stuff. Cabinet says, and you wonder why people hate you, LOL. If they hate me because I went to a gym, they picked a fight that they couldn't win. If they hate me for that, I'm sorry. I'm in the right. I'm the good guy in this deal. I'm the baby face. I'm sorry that we got the 1, 2, 3 at the end. All right. Ryan the Garbage Man says, to live online is no life at all. Yeah, Patrick, just tap out of this one, buddy, and just admit you took the L and maybe you've been living kind of a gay life. It's Valentine's Day. Just admit you're gay, and then you can find love. Rusty Grammer says, let's kick it off with the Nuremberg speech today, buddy. Guys, Vadam, I have faith in Vadam. Vadam's going to come in here today, and Vadam is going to show us the old Vadam and that everything else was a complete work. Nick Buster says the map couldn't take down the toe. Now they're sending in the gun. That retard has been going after me forever, and nobody watches him, so nobody even knows he's doing it. Isn't he the one? Like, didn't that guy already back down from me? Didn't he already look me in the eye, get scared, and put his eyes down and walk out of the state? Isn't that what Ethan Ralph already did? Didn't he already look a real man in the face and walk away? For shame. For shame. Ethan. Then he tried to do something with my first court appearance, and he had to bend over and take a big old dick from the powers that be for being a naughty boy. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not too worried about that one, especially since I got shit to do. Need Trump says you definitely have more people watching here than YouTube. Here's the deal with Rumble. Couple of things. We usually have between 850 and 1,000 people watching us at any time. And then when we do Rumble only, we have 1,200 people at a time. Now, Rumble does count their views differently. You don't have to be watching as long. People are like, oh, are there bots? Are there this and that? No, Rumble does this thing where, like, you have to watch for half the time on Rumble as you do YouTube to be counted as a view. So their view totals are higher for that. You get more like click, click. That counts as a view more than it would on YouTube. So it's the counting is a little different. But also on Rumble, we get featured a lot because we get over 1,000. So they'll put us on features and they'll put us on the front page. And we'll be like in the top 5 in the podcast or trending news department every time we're on here. So we get exposed a little more on Rumble. But the app is not as user-friendly. And there are a few problems. MSO, no, the Rumble numbers don't lie, but the Rumble numbers are way more fast and loose than YouTube's. Like YouTube, I want to make, it's one of the two. It's either YouTube, you have to be watching for 30 seconds to be counted as a live viewer, and Rumble, it's 15, or it's 1 minute on YouTube and 30 seconds on Rumble. Whatever it is, it's half. So to be counted as a view on YouTube, you have to be either 30 seconds or a minute. And for Rumble, it's half that time. So, like, if you ever watch a live show on YouTube and you notice once the numbers get to a certain point, they don't rise or fall that much, it's because someone clicking on and then clicking off doesn't get counted. If they're on YouTube for like 30 or 40 seconds, they don't put them up there as a viewer because otherwise the view count on YouTube would be going like this all the time. Ping, 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 ping. Like it wouldn't stop moving. It would just be sitting there moving constantly. So you got to make people stay for a certain amount of time. Otherwise, you're not going to move your numbers. Rumble, that's why Rumbles goes like up, down, like crazy. Ep Didn't says live viewer count on Rumble is pretty accurate. The view count is what is bullshit. Again, not necessarily bullshit. It's the same thing as the live viewer count where they play fast and loose with the term viewer. Like, I don't consider someone who watches for 15 seconds then turns it off to be a viewer. That's like channel surfing to me, you know? Well, you guys should, if you think YouTube and Rumble are stingy on how they count viewers, when I was on radio, you know how you got to get a viewer? You know how you have to get a listener on radio? If someone doesn't listen to you for 8 minutes in a row, they don't count as a listener. So like in the ratings, they have these things called quarter hours. It's measured in 15-minute increments. And if someone listens for 7.5 minutes or more, they're counted in the average quarter hour. If you listen for less than 8 minutes, you don't count. Like, so if I have someone that has like a 6-minute drive to work and they turned on Steel Toe back in the day, they turned it off when they got to work, they didn't count as someone who listened to Steel Toe that day. It's called quarter hours. Now, when we were on the radio, the average time, we had kind of that Howard Stern vibe, the little Stern on the prairie. They used to call it, what is it Corey called us? Little Howard Stern on the prairie. The average listening time in St. Cloud was like 17 or 18 minutes. And we were like 48. It was bananas. But it's just when it comes to Rumble or YouTube, they just count differently. It's not bots. It's not fake viewers. It's just one plays a little more fast and loose with what constitutes a viewer.